I love the names on this team. They have Sixto Sanchez, and they have my favorite name probably in baseball right now, Jazz Chisholm.
Showing emotion in baseball is terrible and should never be in the game.
It's weird how the dynamic works between sports.
But to win a championship, not only do you need great players on the court, but you need good chemistry, which takes time to develop.
Justin Fields is a all-time talent.
Corey Perry will give some veteran presence to the Canadians.
I feel like Luka will take that next step, and if he can get a three ball consistently around 35%, I feel like they could become a contender.
We can make jokes about you not being in the Super Bowl for 20-something years, but...
What's up, everyone? This is Justin Goldman from the Goalie Guild and Lift the Mask, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Austin and Kevin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. We're going to talk about awards, but the man with one of the most prestigious awards, Austin.
I don't know about the most prestigious. One of the most prestigious, I think, is what our special guest got the other day. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely do. Certificate of Excellence for winning our bracket challenge. And
first certificate ever in Outsiders Opinions history.
That's
a lot of people a lot of work went into that. We appreciate everyone that helped with that.
Yeah,
I just had to show up. It was great.
Congrats again to Jake. But
congrats.
These awards.
We'll see him next March.
We will see him next March. We're already preparing for next March Madness. It was a very successful time, and I can't wait till then. But these awards were not as agreeable to us.
Yeah, I have many thoughts. I was talking about this to you before. I just want to make fun of how long has this Hustle Award been a thing?
I didn't even know it existed until you told me about
it's and we couldn't do this video without the Hustle Award being announced because it was announced 3 hours ago. It goes second year to Marcus Smart. I'm trying to figure this out. It's his third career Hustle honor. So I swear.
How do you get is it voted on
it's
by
its
GMs?
debut. It debuted in 2016.
How is it voted on?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Because I didn't know flopping was hustling.
That's a good one. Hustle stats include deflections, loose balls recovered, charges drawn, screen assists, contested shots, and box out. Been tracked by the NBA since 2016 postseason and can be viewed on individual and team level on NBA.com stats. Please, is it a stat?
I don't know how that would even be constructed.
Do you want to name... So they listed the top 5 finishers. Do you want to guess the other guys?
How many are there? I have to guess. Is there 5?
So there you have 4 others. They did the top 5 finishers.
Okay. Davion Mitchell?
No.
Oh, boy.
You should be able to get one. Just think of the same caliber of Marcus Smart. Same guy.
Caliber, like talent, or caliber, like...
player. I'm not saying same position, but just think of someone who's in that Marcus Smart role of a team, of a successful team.
That's why I said Davion Mitchell.
No. All the other guys are forwards.
Wow.
One guy is listed. You're not going to name one guy. It's impossible.
Okay. So are any of them centers or all of them forwards?
One is a center/forward.
Sabonis?
No.
Oh boy.
I'll give you 2 more guesses.
So are they very active? Like very, very, like when I think of them, I got to think of someone who is always running or
sort of. Like this guy, the number 2 guy sticks out to mind. Like it's a very popular player. The other 3,
very popular player.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this:
Like-
is he still in the playoffs?
Yes. 2 of them are, but the main guy is still in the playoffs. You're-
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond's 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Hustle.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you one more, and then we should move on.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this. Dylan Brooks.
No. So Aaron Naismith is the 3rd.
Neesmith.
Naismith? Yeah, I had no idea. Then Mitchell Robinson, then Herbert Jones.
Herb Jones is a good one.
But yeah, so there's that. So I'm sure you can tell how we all feel about the NBA Hustle Award. I just don't get that. Like, I get that in other ages, but for an NBA award, do you really need a Hustle Award? For
I don't know.
people that are getting-
Is it trying to get more people to hustle?
maybe play more games, but yeah. So we'll move on. We'll save MVP for the last because we have a lot of thoughts. Kia Clutch Time Player of the Year makes sense. De'Aaron Fox. He had the most clutch points. I have no problems with this.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the easiest choices I've ever seen for any award.
Yeah. And then most valuable, most improved player, Markkanen makes sense. This one, I'm sure you're gonna. You already talked about this, but Jackson Jr. won Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't like it at all. It's not the pick I'd gone to.
What's the voting? I'm looking for the voting. Yeah, I would have gone Brook Lopez because there was that thing where he was. Okay.
He missed a lot of games. If you go like if you go by,
Okay, I found the voting results.
okay, you want to say that?
Yeah. So Jaren Jackson got the most first place, 56, then 35 for second, and 6 for third. He had 391 total points. Brook Lopez has 309.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember the new signing in the NBA like agreement, 65 games. Jaren Jackson only played 63,
Oh.
so they're already not going for that new rule they already set up. I know that's supposed to kick in next year, but still, they probably should have adopted it sooner if you already agreed to the rule. And then Jaren Jackson fouls too much. Brook Lopez was easily the Defensive Player of the Year, and I kind of feel bad considering the fact that he's 35 and we don't know if he's ever going to have a season like this again.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So there's that one. Yeah, I would have gone Brook Lopez. It just seemed like Jaren Jackson. I didn't really get it. Then Evan Mobley was third, but people were saying Draymond. I'm like, no, not Draymond. And thankfully, you only got a few points, so that's good. Kings GM McNair named NBA Executive of the Year. Makes sense. They had such a well-built roster.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good pick.
And then Mike Brown. He was both our coach.
Easily.
Yeah,
Coach of the Year.
it's fantastic. Let's see how the voting was. Yeah, 500 total points versus 164 to Mark down the Oklahoma City. Oh wow, that's interesting. OKC was number 2 in voting. Then Joe Mazzulla.
Mark Daniel.
Mark Daniel, yeah. I thought Joe Mazzulla was going to be second. But yeah, I definitely agree on the winner. But everyone voted for Mike Brown to be first place. He got 100.
Yeah, that was the right choice.
Yeah, I was just talking more about the second. But yeah, it was the right choice. He had a fantastic year, and he's been a great coach.
Yeah, definitely.
So now, 6-man, Malcolm Brogdon. I agreed with this pick. He's just a fantastic 6-man and a fantastic player. It's really amazing that they have him as their 6-man, not their starting point guard.
Yeah, he was another easy pick. they're playing basically smart as their starting point guard, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Emmanuel Quickly got 34 first place votes. So I know you were high on him, and then Bobby Portis only got 6. So Emmanuel Quickly was close, and I don't really blame him for that. Then Kia Rookie of the Year. Most of all the points went to Paulo Banchero, which we believe is the correct pick. Only 2 went to Walker Kessler.
Yeah,
for first place.
I don't feel like it should have been as close. I mean, it should have been closer than it actually was. It's just really how much do you value certain attributes, but I think it was not the right pick. But
wait, not the right pick?
Banchero fell off at the end of the year. I don't know how much he really contributed as. And Rookie of the Year is very vague. Like 6-man, player off the bench. Rookie, it doesn't really have to be one that had a great season with their team. It's not one like MVP where team success matters. It's not one where how much you make your team better. It's really just, can you put up points even though your percentages are horrible?
Okay. So you think it should have been closer, but are you still happy with him getting Rookie of the Year?
I'm fine with it. It's an award that it's give or take. It really just, sometimes I think it's good, sometimes I think it's bad. I'm fine with the pick.
Okay. Yeah, I just overall, he had the best. To me, he was the best rookie, but we'll have to see how other rookies fare. But yeah, he was who I was expecting. Then we get to the MVP, where I'm sure we have many, many problems. It's fine if you want to give it to a center, but I don't think they give it to the right center. They give it to Joel Embiid, and I just don't get it.
I don't understand what they mean by most valuable, and I need that explained to me so I can understand what most valuable means. Because James Harden led the league in assists this year. Is that not more valuable? I mean, it's just more valuable that Jokic was only an all-star on his team, had so many injuries to deal with during the year, and then Jamal Murray, yes, he's a great player, but he struggled at the beginning of the year. Michael Porter Jr. missed some games here and there. He had a great year too, but he's not Harden and Maxey and Tobias Harris, and so I just don't think he's more valuable.
And they were third in the East.
Yeah, and the Sixers were 11-5 this year in the regular season without Embiid, and now they're 2-0 in the playoffs without Embiid.
They're at 54. Sixers are at 54 wins and 28 losses. Yes, they have one more win, but the Nuggets were number 1 in the West, and after another historic year from Jokic. Maybe it's just they didn't want to give it Jokic.
This was Jokic's best season.
That's true. And the thing that bothers me is the first place votes. It looks like they add up all the points, but a lot of depends on the first place votes. 73 to Embiid, 15 to Jokic.
Here's another thing. There's 100 voters. I want you to count the first, second, and third place votes for Jokic real quick.
So it's 84.
Yeah, 84 plus 15.
That's not 100.
Oh, well, yeah. It adds up to 99. Somebody of the 100 did not have him in the top 5.
What?
Yeah. Somebody decided they really hated Jokic and wasn't even going to give him a vote. They were probably scared that Embiid was probably not going to win it if they went Jokic, or if they put Jokic even in the top 5, so they just put him off the list. That's just disrespectful. The media bullied their way to this decision, and it's honestly a joke.
Yeah. I do think the media plays a huge part in the narrative. I think that's something with the MVP.
Yeah, it's not really the most valuable. If it was the most valuable player, LeBron would have won in 2014 and 15, or some other players would have won in different years. It's just who is more valuable.
Yeah, I think I heard someone mention this. It was they should change it to most outstanding player, which I think is great because who had the most outstanding season? And
Yeah.
Embiid had a great outstanding season.
He's just not more valuable.
Yeah, he's not more valuable as Jokic. So, yeah, that one when I was like, what? And then you see the first place votes 15 and Giannis got 12. How is there not more to Jokic? I know Jokic wasn't my MVP when we did it, but I was still saying him over Embiid. I was a Giannis fan. And Jokic only got 60 something more points than Giannis.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then they released all of them. I was surprised that Shea was so high or shy. He was fourth. Or no, he's fifth.
Shea, yeah, he was fifth, I believe. I think was it Mitchell fourth?
No, Mitchell's at 30 points. Shea has 48 points. Tatum got 280. Giannis got 606.
Oh, that's right, Tatum.
Which is also interesting. Then Sabonis, then Luka. Someone put Jimmy Butler. That just doesn't make sense. Yeah, that was the one I mainly wanted to talk about. Embiid as MVP. Not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I think they got this wrong, and I mean, you really have to wonder what do they mean by valuable.
Yeah, I agree. It's something. Yeah, I'm just not a huge Embiid fan, and I don't get it. I would rather have Jokic. I think he has a better impact on the game than Embiid.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that's
know
all we
what to
got.
say.
Let us know what you think. If you totally disagree and think Embiid won it, let us know in the comments. We'll answer, and we appreciate all the new subscribers. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. That's all we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.